Great Truths, 1859. Many authors. Truth. Greville. The mind's eye is perhaps no better fitted for the full radiance of truth than is the body's for that of the sun. Truth. Colton. The interests of society often render it expedient not to utter the whole truth. The interests of science never. For in this field we have much more to fear from the deficiency of truth than from its abundance. Truth. Terence. Obsequiousness begets friends. Truth. Hatred. Truth. Paley. I have seldom known anyone who deserted truth in trifles that could be trusted in matters of importance. Truth. Johnson. Accustom your children to a strict attention to truth, even in the most minute particulars. If a thing happened at one window, and they, when relating it, say that it happened at another, do not let it pass, but instantly check them. You do not know where deviations from truth will end. Truth. Shaftesbury. The most natural beauty in the world is honesty and moral truth. For all beauty is truth. True features make the beauty of a face, and true proportions the beauty of architecture. True measures that of harmony and music. Truth. From the Latin. There is no doctrine so false as not to contain in it some truth. Truth. Phaedrus. To believe is dangerous. To be unbelieving is equally so. The truth, therefore, should be diligently sought after, lest that a foolish opinion should lead you to pronounce an unsound judgment. Truth. Goldsmith. I learned several great truths, as that it is impossible to see into the ways of futurity, that punishments always attend the villain, that love is the fond soother of the human breast. Truth. Bacon. Certainly, it is heaven upon earth to have a man's mind move in charity, rest in providence, and turn upon the poles of truth. Truth. Shakespeare. Truth's a dog that must to kennel, he must be whipped out. When lady, the branch may stand by the fire and stink. Truth. Locke. Truth, where in or out of fashion, is the measure of knowledge, and the business of understanding. Whatsoever is besides that, however, authorized by consent, is nothing but ignorance, or something worse. Truth. Mackenzie. It is curious to observe how the nature of truth may be changed by the garb it wears, softened to the admonition of friendship, or soured in the severity of reproof. Yet this severity may be useful to some tempers. It somewhat resembles a file, disagreeable in its operations, but hard metal may be the brighter for it. Truth. South. The reason of things lies in a narrow compass. If the mind could at any time be so happy as to light upon it. Most of the writings and discourses in the world are but illustration and rhetoric, which signifies as much as nothing to a mind in pursuit after the philosophical truth of things. Truth. Casaubon. The study of truth is perpetually joined with the love of virtue, for there's no virtue which derives not its originals from the truth. As, on the contrary, there is no vice which has not in its beginning from a lie. Truth is the foundation of all knowledge and the cement of all society. Truth. Colton. The adorer of truth is above all present things. Firm in the midst of temptation and frank in the midst of treachery, he will be attacked by those who have prejudices simply because he is without them, decried as a bad bargain by all who want to purchase, because he alone is not to be bought, and abused by all parties, because he is the advocate of none. Like the dolphin, which is always painted more crooked than a ram's horn, although every naturalist knows that it is the straightest fish that swims. Truth, Milton. Truth is as impossible to be soiled by any outward touch as the sunbeam, though this ill hap wait on her nativity, that she never comes into the world, but like a bastard to the ignominy of him that brought her forth, till time the midwife rather than the mother of truth, have washed and salted the infant, declared her legitimate, and churched the father of his young Minerva from the needless causes of his purgation. Truth, Cowper. All truth is precious, if not all divine, and what dilates the powers must needs refine. Truth, Colton. The affairs of the world are kept together by what little truth and integrity still remains among us, and yet I much question whether the absolute dominion of truth would be compatible with the existence of any society now existing upon the face of the earth. Pure truth, like pure gold, has been found unfit for circulation, because men have discovered that it is far more convenient to adulterate the truth than to refine themselves. They will not advance their minds to the standard, therefore they lower the standard to their minds.